Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists will have to drift out here forever just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Oh, Attribute, Stärke, Geist, oh. Feuer- und Nahkampfwaffen, Fernkampfwaffen, Intelligenz, oh. 6 Punkte, also machen wir das auf jeden Fall erstmal. Das.
You could survive on the surface of Tartarus, briefly. Oh, hier muss man Waffen reparieren. Mhm.
Ja, kann ich das nicht nehmen?
Your skills would have been wasted in a corporate lab.
So. Und machen wir erstmal Nahkampf,
A
ne?
pugilist. How exciting.
Begabung. Sehe ich nicht, warte mal. Ach so. Entschlossenheit +1. Getränke-Effektor +3% blocken. Schockschaden -3%. Aufzug. Bedienungsspezialistin Technik +1. Wissenschaft.
You poor thing. Made to listen to that dreadful music all day. Good for you. Don't let the board tell you what you're meant to be. Your career was on the rise.
Oh, endlich kriegt man Gesicht, wa? Ne, wir sind ein Mann. Gesicht. Ich habe keine Haare. Kopf. Jetzt haben wir ja, ach so, ist die Kopfform. Augenfarbe. Ich habe grüne Augen. Ist das grün? Das scheint grün zu sein. Oh, das ist aber richtig grün. Das ist ja schon fast türkis, ne? Jetzt haben wir ja. Oh, das. Brauen. Oh. Hautfarbe. Kann ich denn die Haare wegmachen? Ja, lass mal die Haare wegmachen. Ich habe überhaupt keine Haare. Das sieht so eher nach mir aus. Haarfarbe, wenn ich eine hätte, dann ist sie dunkel. Oder? Also. Ich habe keine. Aber so. Braunform. Gesichtsbehaarung, 3 Tage Bart habe ich öfters. Das so nicht. So. Bartfarbe. Merkmale. Dreck, Narben. Oh. Alter. Ah, ich bin jung und knackig. Ich fahre mal Gesicht nochmal. Gesicht, Kopf. Hm. Irgendwie. Für mir die Nase. Alter, so sehe ich nicht aus, ey. Oh, ne? Fast, ne? Ja, das passt. Was ist denn mit dem Mund? Warte mal. Oh. Oh. Weiter. Wie heißt du? Morning. Hinter. Was ist denn mit meiner Körpergröße eigentlich?
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down 90%. Skip drive.
Shit.
Inoperable.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
Can you hear me?
Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Yes. Ja, ich möchte ja erstmal meine Maus einstellen irgendwie. So.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Das ist also, warte mal, ist das hier? Also, Einstellungen, achso, da steht jetzt doch Steuerung. Mausempfindlichkeit. Immer noch zu schnell. Ja, schon her.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stings.
5? Komm, hau mal.
Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's Choice doesn't like us accepting outside help. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters. Investigating an illegally grounded ship. All spacecraft must arrive and depart from authorized landing pads. That's board law, that is. Some hull had grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh? Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Just snap that time. You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna. The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy.
Ich hätte gesagt, hier wäre irgendwo noch Munition. Was ist das denn? Ich nehme den einfach alle weg, wa? Kann ich denn den Säbel auswählen? Warte mal. Du kannst bis zu 4 Waffen gleichzeitig ausgerüstet haben, wenn du diese Blitze oben auf dem Bildschirm ziehst. Macht man den Säbel dahin? Meine Rüstungsverwaltung. Kannst du auch deine Rüstung verwalten. Zerlege sie, überprüfe sie, vergleiche sie mit anderen Rüstungen, markiere sie als Schrott oder lasse sie fallen. Aha. Mhm. Okay.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
Warte mal. Einstellungen. Ich brauche einen neuen Monitor, ey. Steuerung. Was wir jetzt hier machen wir auch mal. 12, ne? Zeig mal. Ja. Schon passen. Hund. Wo bist du denn her? Was haben wir denn hier alles? Ah. Deine... Teleskopstab. Nehmen wir mal mit. Schlafen. Eine Tierchen hätte ich nicht töten sollen. Mir jetzt schon wieder leid, ey. Ein bisschen nach. Opa, ich wollte Nahkampf ausprobieren. Ah, hast du nicht mitgerechnet? Ist der? Weg. Sag mal ja. Waffen. Ah, das Ding habe ich gerade, ne? Zu Boden werfen. Aha. So, dann kann ich auch bepassen. Ja. Ach so. Da ist das Schiff. Leutnant.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed!
Okay.
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech! Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. Really? How is he? Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians. We'll see him back to Edgewater, just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some. Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. And it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Yeah! Abknallen! Halt die doch ab! What the fuck? Oh, Körperteilung, warte mal. Hab ich ihn gefunden? Tech-Fertigkeiten +5. Tarnung, aber... Oder kann ich beide anziehen? Nee, natürlich nicht. Der Kollege ist gestorben.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Marauder, please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health.
Das werden wir noch sehen.
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction. Gesture procedures initiated. Please engage in airlocks. Preparing to reject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
Loser.
This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand? Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand? Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Du wurdest befördert. Geil. Mhm. Klar. So. 10 Punkte. Also er hat Fernkampfwaffen. Mhm. Ich bin noch keine Begleiter. Lassen wir jetzt erstmal weg. Heilung ist wichtig. Und Ballern ist wichtig. Fertigkeiten. So. Erstmal E. Okay, ist ja nicht schlimm. Was? Okay. Fertigkeiten. Vorteile. Vorteilsauswahl. Vorteile. Was habe ich denn? So. Grad 1. Du bist seit deiner Stasis gesünder geworden. 50% Grundleben mehr. Geschwindigkeit. Das hat ja 50. Ja, war noch kein Begleiter. Das wäre interessant, wenn ich einen Begleiter habe, ne? Grundlegend. Klingt doch schon mal sehr gut. Kann ich noch was auswählen? Nein, ne? Achso. Anwenden. Tagebuch. Kodex. Achso. Hm. Oh, was denn hier noch?
If your equipment is in need of repair or modification, the Crux 2000 workbench is at your disposal, Captain.
Oh. Yes. Das zerlegen wir. Brauche ich nicht mehr. Zerlegen. Kuh. Achso. Yeah. So. %. Was ist denn mit den Waffen? So. Leichte Pistole, was habe ich denn hier? Leichte Pistole. Die packen wir auch mal mit. Machen wir so. Die muss repariert werden. So, wie repariere ich die denn? Ja. Kann ich die jetzt gar nicht mehr reparieren, oder was? Was ist das denn? Okay, die habe ich repariert. Kann man ja auch zerlegen, ne? Brauchen wir nicht. Was zerlegt die Kacke? Achso, da sind die. Okay. Okay. Was denn hier? Was ist denn das? Ja. Okay, wir wählen die aus. Reparieren die. Okay. Aber jetzt repariert, ne? Das kommt mir immer noch zu schnell vor.
The ship's engines cannot be powered until a replacement regulator has been properly installed.
Okay. Was ist denn hier?
Want to be a brand new you? Try out our respecification machine. Alex installed it himself, right before he died.
Aha. Abbrechen. Okay. Haben wir verstanden.
Due to catastrophic power failure, all doors will remain on security lockdown. These are the crew's quarters. Alex preferred to travel alone, but he always had me.
Alex.
These surveillance devices allow me to monitor you constantly. Please ignore them.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. I'm afraid we gotta dock your pay. Yeah, fair point. I'll let it go this time. If you're looking to help us out with our marauder problem, talk to Constable Reyes over in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Das Glück gehabt, ich hätte dich auch abgeknallt, ne? Das weißt du schon. Oh, was ist denn das da? Ich habe irgendwas gehört hier. Oh. Fuck, was ist das für ein Ding? Boah, das ist ein Dino, ey. Huch. Mir war nicht klar, was hier passiert. Mein Gott. Ist wieder irgendwo so ein Ding, ne? Warte mal, was hab ich da gehört? Wieder so ein da hinten. Wieder so ein Riese. Wart, Kumpel. Ich am Arsch. weiß ja gar nicht, was das bringt. Erstmal mitnehmen. Ein Sturmgewehr. Aha, jetzt brauche ich überhaupt noch Ausrüstung. Okay. Inventarwaffen, was haben wir denn hier? Ein Sturmgewehr. Packen wir mal das da hin. Warte mal, was ist das hier? Schaden 60. Zweihand. Wie viel kann ich denn überhaupt tragen? 31 von Dingen. Okay. Rüstung habe ich da irgendwas gefunden. Ein Helm. Schlossknacken plus 5. Boah. Boah, jetzt sieht geil aus. Nice. Ach, eine Modifikation habe ich gefunden. Ne? Wo war das? Was war das? Mein Ausweis? Mhm. Hat sich so gelohnt, hier hinzugehen, wa? Ja. Oh, hi. Oh, ein Sturmgewehr. Wie sieht die Karte eigentlich aus? Ach so. Geil. Was ist das denn da? Ach, Scheiße. Plasmagewehr. Oh. War irgendwas? Nee, oder? Hm.
I'm sorry. I'll just be a minute.
Hey!
Argo? Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. You're the first stranger to wander into town in an age. Scripture tells us that nothing happens without reason. I do not attend the good vicar's sermons as often as I should, but yes, I am a scientician, born and raised. And my faith tells me that hard work and difficulty fortify our spirit. Well, this is hard work I ask of you, but there is a reward at the end of it.
Okay.
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. I am not trying to pull one over on you, friend. You were bound to run into them sooner or later. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. Good law, no, I don't want you killing anyone, least of all them. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership. That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. But I am ready to make amends if they are willing to return to the fold. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Jo. Dann gehen wir mal, ne? Komm.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Got a sec? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place. I don't know anybody well. I mostly listened to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. You don't seem right to me, mister. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Wo ist denn da rein jetzt? Ist das eine Kirche oder was?
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Oh.
It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Oh. So, wir müssen jetzt erstmal fertig, ne, Vorteile. Ach, ich habe überhaupt keine Obst. 10 Punkte, oder? Keine Ahnung. Ist ein Z?
Heading back.
Was?
In a jiff. On my way.
Okay, sag mal. Ja, dann machen wir das jetzt, ne? Sind Gegner? Oh.
Don't mess with us.
Ah. Don't mess with us. Schrottplatz? Bitte hier.
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to. Yep, I see the problem. His nav mod got dislodged. Must have taken a tumble. Just gotta give it a good push and wait for the click. There we go. Jeremy's good as new. Well, new by Spacer's Choice standards anyhow. His name's Jeremy, by the way.
Navigation systems operational. Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
Be more careful out there, Jeremy.
Da ist ein Typ da hinten. Typen, ey. Ah, ich hätte da drauf schießen können. Aufpassen.
Nice one.
Voll weggeflogen war.
Here we go.
Oh, oh, was denn? Ich will jetzt nicht, dass die ganze Stadt auf einmal da ist. Ist die Alte? Ist sie gestorben? Nee, oder? Alles mitnehmen. Will ich nicht einsammeln, warum nicht?
You're fast.
Oh, Schutzhemd. Naja. Kann ich die denn ausrüsten? Warte mal.
Something you need?
So, da ist er. Oh, du fetten Hammer, ey. Boah, ich habe die Plasmawaffe noch gar nicht benutzt. Warte mal. Warte mal. Inventar meins. Ganz vergessen, aber den Säbel tun wir erstmal zur Seite. Warum kann ich den nicht zur Seite legen? Plasmawaffe, jetzt mal her. Habe ich ausprobiert. Oh man. Ist das Zigaretten oder was? Spacers Corona. Hm. Das wird nicht aufmachen? Scheiße. So. Fuck! Bestimmt gleich überladen. Oh. Ach, noch lange nicht. Was haben wir denn für 215? 110, Zustand. Ist alles noch sauber hier. brauchen wir denn hier? Aufputschmittel, nee. Ja, wir waren noch ein Junkie. Mhm. Mhm. Ich kann jetzt noch nichts verkaufen. Ne, anscheinend nicht. Leichtes Sturmgewehr. Oh, wo ist das denn? So, ja, wieso kann ich das denn nicht verkaufen? 20 brauche ich, okay. Ich habe keinen Schimmer mehr, wo ich jetzt hier war. Sperrt. Hm. Auch versperrt. Eine Übersichtskarte? Jo. Ich war doch nicht hier überall, oder? So, mal. Erstmal speichern, yeah. So, haben wir erstmal gemacht. Einstellung, Steuerung. Oh. Oh, da ist es doch schon eingestellt. Ah. Mhm. Recto Picket. Nachrichten? Aha. Geil. So. Aha. Ja gut, komm. Mhm.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble.
Ich will auch keinen Ärger.
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those. Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you. Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind. Much obliged.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear? I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? Make amends. Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do. You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them. Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives. I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Oh, didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi, hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair. I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be greatly obliged. Would you? I'd be grateful.
I wanted to poke around in here.
Wo ist denn hier rein? Aber das hört nicht.
Searching for unauthorized
Incoming!
Boah, wie schnell der sich bewegt, ey. Ich sehe den da rein. Oder?
Please pay your gravesite fees.
What the fuck? Okay. Wissen wir Bescheid, dürfen wir nicht berühren.
I wanted to poke around. Here we go! Right hit! Down they go!
Oh! Okay, wir dürfen das nicht berühren, das haben wir jetzt schon mal gesehen. Ist er ihm kaputt schießen? Da ist ein Eiger. Yes! Oh. Hi. So, mir fehlt die Warte mal. So, habe ich gar nicht angenommen, ne? Fernkampf. Kann aber ganz schön viel tragen, ey. Oh, fuck. Sieht aus wie ein Tier, ey. Warte, die hat 7. Ups. Wann kann ich verkaufen? Ich habe das schon wieder vergessen.
The control room should be off to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing.
Ist hier niemand? Oh, komisch.
System forming.
Get ready. Get past that over.
Kommen die denn alle her?
That's the last of them.
Mhm.
Easy.
Vulva. Lass mal gucken, was der Revolver kann. Naja. 102. 110. Was machen wir denn jetzt?
3 switches. That'll be easy enough.
Warum bist du abgehauen?
Not real. You're not real.
What?
You're not real. You're not real.
Higgins.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Unexpected.
Die läuft aber durch, ey. Der wird zündet sich, aber anscheinend nicht. Echt? Na toll. Nicht getroffen. Denn hin? Warte mal. Da laufe ich da im Kreis, ne? So. Machen wir mal. Jeremy.
Self-diagnostics complete. Navigation systems operational. Combat systems operational. It's not the best choice. It's the spacer's choice. Hostile actions towards spacer's choice mechanics are contrary to logical directive. Conclusion: all hostile automechanicals must be defective in compliance with spacer's choice policy. All defective automechanicals must be permanently dismantled. Please allow me to assist. Affirmative. Mechanicide protocols loaded. Awaiting confirmation.
Viel Spaß.
More. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Veil?
Get away!
Vielleicht doch gerade schon irgendwie. Hoppa. Bin im Kreis gelaufen. Aha.
Where to go? If we
send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the veil?
Da oben.
Last. I'm not sure what the right is. All I know is the decision's final. Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. That sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way. Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow, she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred? Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something. Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
Schön raus. So, irgendwie den Scheiß hier abschalten können, oder? Hier, oder? Ja. Wenn noch nicht verkaufen.
Okay, gone quiet. Don't mess with us.
Headshot.